Barakadah Yahweh, Barakadah Yahweh Shai, Barakadah Yahweh, Barakadah Yahweh Shai, Barakadah Yahweh, Barakadah Yahweh Shai. Call halal, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, of whom I learn from daily. And a healthy shalom to the brothers that are out there doing the work in truth and sincerity. Okay? It's Brother Gabar Dog coming back at you. This video is going to be about unrighteous decrees. Mostly about Northern Kingdom, Gad, Reuben, and the real true warriors of Israel, man. Well, we're all warriors, but they got that warrior spirit. And about how Esau Edom uses his own narrative, uses his narrative to basically say what he's done is okay and was righteous. All right. So man, wow. This is Micah 2 and verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. Okay, see that? It's in the power of their hand. All right, and this clip right here is from a movie. I'm not sure if it's called this or not, but Bury My Heart at Wounded Knee. Right? Okay, so you're gonna hear. See, when Esau Edom has has his own narrative, he makes himself believe that he's good and he's a solid individual, man. When really he's nothing more than a damn liar, man. He's a liar. Okay. Verse 2, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. Okay? So, if you can receive it, which you should know already, all right? But who they call so-called Indians, which means savage, which is another way they put labels on us. What are they called? Proverbs and bywords. Okay? Means savage, that they are actually Israelites, man. You see? They are Israelites. Okay? Now, let's go to... I'll play just a little bit of this. Damn demons, man. Devils. And see, they've always had this narrative. They put it out there where they say, well, Indians, the Indians, they're just savages. They needed to be civilized and all that. No. Esau Edom was civilized by Israelites, man. Okay? If you read Job, see? It says that they were grunting, eating raw meat, eating juniper root for meat, and they still do these things, man. Hardly even take showers. Okay?
Sitting Bull requested this counsel. We await his words.
Take your soldiers out of here to scare the game away.
Very well, sir. Tell me then, how far away should I take my men?
Okay, now I've got to say this too. I was watching something yesterday where there was a game warden on what do you call it? Reservation land, right? Reservation, ain't that something? They covet fields and take them by violence, and then give you a little piece of the shittiest land they can find. I'm gonna go into it, but the game warden was, of course, was an Edomite, and he was trying to, tell the Gadites that they can't hunt now because it's not hunting season, right? And what do? They went through and killed all the damn buffalo so Gad couldn't eat. You see? Hypocrisy, man. All right?
You must take them out of our lands.
What precisely are your lands?
These are the lands where my people lived before you whites first came.
I don't understand. We whites were not your first enemies. Why don't you demand back the land in Minnesota where the Chippewa and others forced you from years before?
The Black Hills are sacred land given to my people by Wakantonka.
Not very convenient to cloak your claims in spiritualism.
He means Yahweh. See? All right? See, and they know. You know about the Back Creek stone? Amongst other stones that were written in Paleo Hebrew? It's been on the news. Okay? He means Yahweh. All right? Now, if you'll notice, I know I'm rambling. I'll get to the scriptures here shortly. All right? But if you'll notice, if you see Esau Edom's, his narrative is this: well, you guys were fighting before, so now we can fight you and take your land, and that makes it okay. See, this damn devil got a whole lot to pay for, man. Okay? He's got a whole lot to pay for. So it makes it okay, and he'll use the same narrative with Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, about the slave trade. Well, the Africans were fighting each other anyway. They were fighting each other anyway. We helped you. You see?
And what would you say to the Mormons and others who believe that their God has given to them Indian lands in the West?
I would...
You know what he means? Edomites. All Edomites, man. See, they'll say, that's their narrative. I just came off a video from Elder Malcolm, and they'll try to weasel out. They'll try to squeak out of the way of judgment. Okay, what do you say about how do you say it? The Mormons and no, those are religions, which is false. Don't you mean Edomites? You see? Okay? In fact, let's see here. Let's go to, this is Exodus 21 and verse 16. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. Okay? Anybody remember the Trail of Tears? Isn't that stealing a man? It's trafficking, human trafficking. Are we not still here? Okay? Man. And there's a whole lot of, if you'll dig down, I'll dig down into this comment board, man. Esau Edom's the damn devil the Bible speaks of, man. There's all kinds of so-called racist comments. See? Trying to justify what they did to our Hebrew Israelite brothers, man. And sisters. Okay?
Say they should listen to Wakantonka.
Demons, devils, man.
No matter what your legends say, you didn't sprout from the plains like the spring grasses, and you didn't coalesce out of the ether. You came out of the Minnesota woodlands, armed to the teeth, and set upon your fellow man. You massacred the Kiowa, the Omaha, the Ponca, the Oto, and the Pawnee without mercy. And yet you claim the Black Hills as a private preserve bequeathed to you by the Great Spirit.
And who gave us the guns and powder to kill our enemies? And who treated...
You hear that? You hear that? See? And they'll spin it. They're going to spin it into a false narrative. But who gave them the guns to do so? All right? See? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. They say it's like they say in Chicago. Well, you're killing each other. And that's the truth. Yeah, that's the truth. So that makes it okay for you to just walk in here and start killing everybody and taking everybody's shit? Esau Edom, you got a lot to pay for. You see? They You know, I've heard stories about in Chicago about them just dropping off crates of weapons, man. Crates of weapons. Okay? Where do you think Pookie and Ray Ray from the hood gets an AK-47 and a 100-round clip? Okay?
Weapons to the Chippewa and others who drove us from our home. Chief Sitting Bull, the proposition that you were a peaceable people before the appearance of the white man is the most fanciful legend of all. You were killing each other for hundreds of moons before the first white stepped foot on this continent. You conquered those tribes, lusting for their game and their lands, just as we have now conquered you for no less noble a cause.
This is your story of my people.
This is the truth, not...
This is your story of my people. Again, Esau Edom's narrative, man. Okay?
legend. Crazy Horse has surrendered with his entire band. And by his surrender, he says to you and your people that you are defeated. And
okay, so Crazy Horse has surrendered. Uncle Tomahawk surrendered, right? So that means Esau Edom can just come in and take everybody else's shit? Come on, man.
by ceding the Black Hills to us, so say Red Cloud and the other chiefs, who demand that you end this war and take your place on the reservation.
Wow.
Red Cloud is no longer a chief.
Uncle
He is a
Tomahawk.
woman you have mounted and had your way with. Do not speak to me of Red Cloud!
That's right.
I suppose you are the only chief then. Sitting Bull is king of all the Indians. Humility, one of the 4 virtues of a Sioux chief. Sitting Bull shows his true nature now.
What do you mean he shows his true nature? You coming in and taking all his land, man. What's your true nature? Okay?
I have had my say with you.
And I have had my say with you.
Then we will have a fight.
So be it.
Okay, now that's bullshit. I'm gonna read what happened. It wasn't a mutual fight. It was a damn massacre. It was a massacre. Slucky.
Chippewa and others forced you from years before.
The Black...
Okay, so yeah, it was a damn massacre, man. It wasn't a mutual fight. They massacred our brothers and sisters, man. All right, this is an article. Wounded Knee Massacre. Hear what it said? It said Wounded Knee Massacre, December 29th, 1890. Okay, the slaughter of approximately 150 to 300 Lakota Indians. Okay, man. Okay, I'm just gonna read it verbatim. It says Indians, but it means savage. Thought they landed in India and just called them Indians. Ain't that something? By the United States Army. Troops in the area of Wounded Knee Creek in southwest Dakota. South Dakota, right? The massacre, yeah, massacre. It wasn't, I'm gonna tell you what happened. Is that they came to take all their guns and move them to a reservation. Somehow or another, somebody pulled the trigger. Okay? And many of these Lakota so-called Indians, you know, many of these Gadites, I'm just saying it that way, many of these Gadites didn't even have weapons, man. They got slaughtered. You see? They got slaughtered. That's why the scripture says, prepare slaughter for his children. Okay? Let's move on. I don't even want to read that, man. I don't even want to read it. Because it's a damn lie. Colossians 3 and verse 25. But he that doeth wrong shall receive of the wrong which he has done. And there is no respecters of persons. See? He that doeth wrong shall receive of the wrong that he has done. He's done nothing but rape, rob, and murder, and steal. And then lie about it. Okay? And then lie about it. In fact, I told you I was going to do this, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to read a couple. Wow. All right. The first, this is crazy, man. The first comment is this. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. You see that? Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And this is the person who put up the video showing you that Esau Edom's the damn devil the Bible speaks of, man. It's a hatred for Israelites. It's a pure hatred for Israelites, man. See that? Second comment. I believe this can apply to Africa as well. What did I tell you about that narrative? To Africa. Tribes versus tribes before the white man. And you labeled yourself the white people in Virginia. Okay? In 16 or 18 something. I can't remember. Elder Malcolm knows about it. So I'm not going to quote it because I don't know. 1863, something like that. Okay? You labeled yourself that. Didn't have the nerve to call Gad red. When in Genesis 25, it says Esau Edom is red. Couple more. Let's see. This person says, the good old times. When we knew who we were. Okay? Wow. See how Esau Edom is, man? All right, let's see. A well-chosen fragment. Thank you. Let's see. Slovakia. Man, these people are off. These people are off, man. Esau Edom has a perpetual hatred, man. Tough guys took over the world. Great writing. Thank you. Anyway, I'll move on. But the first one is pinned, man. Talk about Happy Thanksgiving. Okay. All right. Colossians 3 and verse 25 again. But he that doeth wrong shall receive of the wrong which he has done. And there is no respect of persons, man. Okay? So you're going to drink of that cup. Whether you want to or not. You're going to drink of that cup. You didn't consider the latter end, Esau Edom. Numbers 35 and verse 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are. For blood it defileth the land. And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. Did you hear me clearly? But by the blood of him that shed it. What is that saying? I got to read it again. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are. For the blood it defileth the land. And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. Okay? So yeah, there's a recompense for this. There is a recompense.
The hills
for
are
this.
sacred land given to my people by Wachantoncha.
By Yahweh. Okay? And they know. Let's move on. This is Nahum 3 and verse 1. Woe to the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery. The prey departed not. Okay? It is what? It is full of woe to the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery. Okay? Yes, these are stolen lands. Yes, these are stolen lands. This is why it's got to be burned up. It's got to go. Okay? Yeah. Verse 2. The noise of a whip and the noise of the rattling of the wheels and of the prancing horses and of the jumping chariots. Okay? This place is going to get completely destroyed, man. The water Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay? Let's move on. All right? So if you remember, I think they even taught you the Trail of Tears. They taught you the Trail of Tears in school, you know. But they don't really teach you the severity of the things that Esau Edom has done, man. All right. All I remember is from school is the Pilgrims were good and the Indians helped them and everybody got along and it was just fine. I don't think so. But their narrative today is, oh, you are not a peaceable people. So we had to come in and slaughter you and kill you and move you to reservations. We had to come and get you and put you on boats in a slave trade. And the Northern Kingdom was on the ships first. You see that? This is Psalms 137 and verse 7. Remember, O Lord Yahweh, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. Verse 8, O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee, that Salakia, that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Verse 9, happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little one against the stones. You remember? The Lord required the days of old. Okay? Let's see here. I got another article. It says American Indian removal policy and the Trail of Tears. Then it's got this damn freak. See that? Andrew Jackson. Another damn Edomite devil. The American Indian removal policy. Remember, Indian means savage. The American Indian removal policy, President Andrew Jackson, was prompted by the desire of, what they call themselves? White settlers. Settlers. I call them thieves and vagabonds, just like the Bible says. Fugitives. You have been found guilty. White settlers in the South and the North. It was just as bad up there. Okay? Expanded to the lands belonging to 5 indigenous tribes. Indigenous? Why didn't you just say Indian tribes? Indigenous. After Jackson succeeded in pushing the Indian Removal Act through Congress in 1830, Salakia, the U.S. government spent nearly 30 years forcing indigenous people to move westward. Move? By the Mississippi River. Okay? In the most notorious example of this policy, more than 15,000 members of the Cherokee tribe were forced to walk from their homes in southern states to designated territory in present-day Oklahoma. In 1838, many died. Yeah, many died. See? Wow. Along the way, they were forced relocated, became known as the Trail of Tears because of the great hardship because of the great hardship faced by Cherokees, Hebrew Israelites. In brutal conditions, nearly 4,000 Cherokees died on the Trail of Tears, man. This is an act of terrorism. Okay? This is an act of terrorism.
Not very convenient to cloak your claims in spiritualism.
How very convenient to cloak your claims in spiritualism. Well, wasn't Great Babylon, aka USA, built on Christianity? Hypocrisy, man, at its finest. Wow. Genesis 49 and verse 19. Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last. You see that? Okay? Let's see here. Oh yeah. Also, I learned in that video that I watched yesterday about when how they had detained the game warden because he was on their lands. Okay? And of course, you know, he still got away with it. And prosecuted them for hunting their own lands for food. Wow. Okay. And that this man's got a whole lot to pay for. Man, woman, and child, man. As the scripture said, happy shall he be. Okay? But in that, it was talking about the unrighteous decrees, which is the laws of Esau Edom, saying that, you know, they had first they take away the lands, but they had given the reservations, you know, to the Gadites, okay? but they don't own them. See, the government still owns them, and they said it's for the betterment of the Indian tribes, that they own the land. You know, that the oppressor owns the land, and not their own. See, man, it's unrighteous decrees, man. Okay, too many. This is another article. Too many Native Americans. See, I mean, what are they? What are they? Indians? What are they? Native Americans? You know, proverbs and bywords, man. You know, what are they? Negroes? Are they Hispanics? Huh? What are they? You call us everything else but who we are, man, which is Hebrew Israelites and the people of the book, man. Too many Native American individuals and families across the United States do not receive the benefits they are entitled to. All right, this stems from gross mismanagement. Now, who's mismanaging all this? On purpose, Esau, Edom. Okay, but ultimately, hey, here we go. We're all the Israelites are up under the curses in Deuteronomy 28 chapter, man. Okay, that is that's how you know who we are, man. Amongst other things, amongst a whole lot of scriptures, man. All right, this stems from a gross mismanagement, inefficiently, and simply lack of understanding about what is truly available for the people. For the people, you know, the tribes is what they mean. The two main U.S. government agencies that deal with these things include the Bureau of Indian Affairs. See that? Bureau of Indian Affairs, who was ran by Esau. Ain't that something? A federal social services organization, man. Okay? So there you have it. You got the man that kicked him out of his land now talking about, oh, we need to protect. We're protecting him by owning his own land. Come on, man. Then we can go into the $5 Indian if you'd like. Let's do that. Let's go into the $5 Indian.
And what would you say to the Mormons and others who believe that their God has given to them Indian lands in the West?
Fucking Edomites, man. Dirty ass Edomites, man. All right. Paying to play Indian, the Dawes roles in the legacy of $5 Indians. Paying a commissioner $5 could get an opportunistic Edomite person on the rolls. Okay? 125 years ago. And you know who got the benefits? You know who realized that they could get the benefits? What is the article I was just reading you just a minute ago? Okay? The $5 Indians got the benefits. You see? You want to talk about welfare? They were giving away land like it was lollipops. They didn't even need all the land. There's vast amounts of land that just sit there, and it's just there. But you kick our brothers and sisters off of their own land, man. Hey, what the scripture said, a troop shall compass them. Okay? We shall only be oppressed and spoiled, man. In the land of our captivities, they shall remember themselves. So this is it. All right? It may be fashionable to play Indian now, but it was also trendy 125 years ago, when people paid $5 a piece for a falsified document declaring them Native Americans, man. So this is just complete madness, man. Complete madness. You see, man. I'll close out here. This is Isaiah 10 and verse 1. Woe to them that decree unrighteousness, decrees, and right grievousness which they have prescribed. Okay. You see? And you can see the wickedness. You can see the wickedness in his eyes, man. Oh boy, man. Esau, Edom, you got a whole lot to pay for. There's a storm coming. And with that, giving all honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Okay? And double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone of who I learn from daily. And you know what I'm getting ready to say. Wah, a Bible ball. Boom. Shalom. Damn devils.